Okay, in the last class, we have solved some problems on the obstacles in tape or chain surveying. Okay, same what tape. Okay, example number 4. First, read the problem, understand that one, what they are given, and you have to come to know that the whatever the points they are given here is present in the with respect to diagram. Okay, example 4. A survey line PQR crosses a river with Q on the near bank and R on the other. From Q, a perpendicular QM 60 meter is set out and bearing of lines QM and MR are observed to be 300 and 75 degree respectively. For find the width of the river. Okay, in this problem they are given the 3 points, that is PQR. So here Q and R on either side of the river, means Q is one side of the river and one more R is on the other side of the obstacle or river. Okay, at the point of Q they are drawn a one perpendicular line, that is QM. That length of that QM line is 60 meter. Okay, similarly at the point of Q they have taken the one bearing from Q to M, similarly M to R, that is 300 degree and 75 degree respectively. Okay, we have to find out the width of the river. Okay, first step we have to draw the diagram. Okay, so here remember that one again, they have observed the bearings here, that is 300 degree, 75 degree. You must remember these angles, okay, in the compass instruments. Okay, so this is our obstacle. Okay, this is our chain line. Okay, here there is a 2 points on there. One of the end of the that point is Q and another side is R point. Okay, clear. Next they have draw the one perpendicular line. Okay, they have draw the one perpendicular, that is at the point of Q towards the M. That length of the line is 60 meters. Okay, next is we have to observe the bearings from the Q point to the M point. One more is M point to the R point. Okay, so I will show here. Same again, I am considering the same points. Okay, this is our compass. Okay, this one is north side. So the whatever the 300 degree is there, that is Q to M. Okay, 300 degree it is there. It is measured from the north line to the with respect to line. Okay, then after measuring these 300 degree, then I am drawing the line. That line is Q to M. Okay, then coming to the next M point. Okay, again we have to fixing the compass instrument. So initially we are considered the north line here, the same with respect to point north and also it will not change. Okay, so again now we have to measure the 75 degree from the north line in the clockwise directions. Okay, now I am measuring the 75 degree, then I am bisecting the M to R point, then I am joining the M to R point. Clear? Now I am considering this Q point and M point on the left side of the Q, because if you consider this M point to the right side of the Q, we cannot observe these 300 degree and 75 degree. So that's why here I am observing the Q. M point is the right side of the Q. Clear? So next we have to find the width of the river, means width of the R point to the Q point. Clear? So for solving of this one, very simple method is there. Okay, so I am considering one more point, that is P point. It is just away from the Q point. Okay, because they are given that PQ are on the surveillance. Now solving of this one, here I am considering the theta at the point of M. So this is one of the triangle, that is MRQ, okay, or QMR. If you consider the theta here, you know the distance of this one M to Q, then we don't know what is the distance of R and Q. By using a trigonometric relations, you can easily calculate the R and Q here. So this is angle, this is our opposite side, this is hypotenuse, and this one is adjacent side. So we know the distance of this one, so we can use the tan theta here. Tan theta means what? It is opposite divided by adjacent side, that is QR divided by MQ. Okay, so but we don't know what is the value of theta here. Okay, they are given only 75 degree and 300 degree for the bearing. So we don't know the angle of the from this line to this MQ line. Okay, so if you know the bearing from this north to this MQ line, the difference of this bearing and 75 degree, we can get the angle of the MR and MQ line. Okay, now next step is for finding the theta value. Here again same diagram, theta is here only. In this diagram, QM is equal to 60 meters, angle RQM is equal to 90 degree. Okay, this QRQM, this angle is 90 degree. Similarly, bearing of QM is 300 degree. Then bearing of MR, it is 75 degree. They are given in the problems. Then we have to find out the bearing of M point to the Q point from reverse directions. Okay, for finding out the reverse bearing of M and Q, you can directly use, that is 300 degree minus of 180 degree. We'll get the 120 degree. Okay, I am considering this 180 degree directly. Okay, the bearing of MQ means what? It is 4 bearing. You can call it in the compass. We'll discuss in the detail in the compass chapter. Okay, so Q to M, it is act as a 4 bearing. Then same reverse direction, you are seeing the one more bearing from the M point to the Q point, it will act as a back bearing. So for finding of the back bearing, you must remember that one, the whatever the 4 bearing is there, that is Q point to, example, it is Q point to the M point, it is more than 180 degree, you can use the minus 180 degree for finding of the back bearing of MQ. If the whatever this angle bearing is there, it is less than 180 degree, you have to add the plus sign here, plus 180 degree. Okay, so in this problem, the whatever the 4 bearing means Q to M bearing is 300 degree, it is more than 180 degree. So for finding of the bearing of M point to the Q point, you can use the minus 180 degree. So that's why I am using here minus 180 degree. We are getting the bearing of M point to the Q point, it is 120 degree. Clear? Then if you know that one, that is 75 degree here, then from this north line to this line, that is MQ line, it is 120 degree. Just you have calculated here. So just observe here, the whatever the 120 degree minus of 75 degree, we'll get this much of angle here, that is our theta. Okay, we can easily calculate here difference of these two bearings. So our angle QMR is equal to theta, that is equal to 120 degree minus of 75 degree, we'll get the 45 degree. Clear? Next, last step, from triangle QMR, tan theta is equal to QR divided by MQ. You can write like this, that is QR is equal to QM into tan theta. Here QM is 60 meters and theta value is 45 degree. Put up the with respect to values like this. then here tan 45 degree means what? It is 1. So our QR is equal to 60 meters. So whatever 60 meters is there, it is the our width of river. Clear? Okay, I will move the next slide. That is field book. Okay, field book means what? The whatever that I was conducting in the while surveying, you have to put the details in the one book. That book is called as a field book. Means the whatever collected data in the field, you have to record in the one book. That book is called as a field book. The size of the book will be, it is 200 mm by 120 mm. Means you can easily carry the in your pockets. Here in this field book, there are two types are there. One is single line, one more is double line. Okay, this is the picture of the single line field book. Okay, this is our main station, this is our single line. Then you have to write down the with respect to distances like this. Okay, this is 2.2 means what? It is from this side to this line, the distance of the from the building to this line. You can write like this. Okay, similarly like this, from here to here 3.2 meter, here to here it is 2.8 meter. Like that you have to record in the field book, that is single line field book. Suppose if it is double line, okay, this is the two lines, so you can write the distances, the whatever the distances is there, you can write in between these two lines. Only difference is the writing of the recording of the distances. Okay, here we have to write the on the edges of the single line, but here if double line is there, we can write in between these two line, space is provided for the entering of a distances. Okay, okay, these are the along the length distances. Okay, this is about the field book. Next one is field work. Okay, whenever to conducting the surveying, before that one you have to follow the some steps. Okay, generally in chain surveying, first step is reconnaissance. Okay, here you have to go to the site or whatever the area is you have considered, then you have to visit the site or field, then identify the suitable stations for marking up the our instrumentations, and you can also marking the network of a triangles. Then you have to prepare a neat sketch or handwritten drawings for the with respect to instrument stations and stations. Okay, this is the one of the example. Just you have to go to the with respect to area is there, that is A, B, C, D, E. Just you have to go through or you have to visit the site, then you have to observe the what are the buildings are present or roads are present. Okay, then you have to note down the small sketches. Then also you have to observe in the field the whatever the difficult may arise when while conducting the surveying. Just note down that. Okay, this is the first step, that is called as a reconnaissance survey. Second step means what? It is marking and fixing the surveying stations. After conducting up the reconnaissance survey, then you will come to know that with a clear picture of the your field as well as what are the obstacles present in the your with respect to area. Then by using that one, you have to fix the with respect to your instrumentations. It will form a like this, that is A point, D point like that, and small a, B like that. Okay, these are the for the points you are considering the for setup of the instrument, or you can form a for the forming a triangulation stations. Okay, this is the next step. Okay, if soft ground is there, okay, if the whatever the field is there, it is soft ground, you can erect a wooden pegs for the marking the stations, that is A, B, C, D like that. Okay, then the whatever the wooden pegs are there, it is just projection from the above the surface of the ground. Clear? Suppose there is a roads or streets are there. In that condition, we have to use the nails or spikes. Okay, instead of using the wooden pegs, we can use the nails and spikes. Okay, suppose if it is hard ground is there, so you have to dig it that one at some level of depth, then filled with the cement mortar. Okay, we can easily identify in the field while conducting the surveying work. Then last up is running a survey lines. Then later after conducting fixing these points, we have to conducting the surveying from the with respect to base line for measurement of a distance from the with respect to in between the points. Okay, this is about the field work while conducting the surveying work. Then next, a small topic, that is error due to incorrect chain. Okay, so there are some small formulas are there. Okay, by using that one, we have to apply the correction for the incorrect length of the chain. Incorrect length of the chain means what? Sorry. Okay, incorrect of the chain means what? If the length of the chain used in measuring a length of a line is not equal to the true length or designated length of the chain, then what will happen? The measured length of the line will be, it will not be correct. Okay, means if you are using the 20-meter length of the chain, maybe it will be short on that 20 meter or elongation of the or longer than of the 20 meter. Then what will happen? The same chain or tape is used for measurement of the distances. The whatever the length will be there, it is more or lesser value. Okay, in that condition, by using some small correction to be applied for the measured length. Okay, there are some simple formulas are there. Okay, there is no net derivations for that. Okay, so next one is, if the chain is too long, means length is extended from the with respect to true length of a chain. For example, it is true length of the chain is 20 meter, but actually it is elongated due to variation in the temperature or any some other errors. Okay, the length of the chain will be elongated. In that condition, if chain is too long, the whatever the measured distance will be, it is less. Okay, so in that condition, our error is negative and correction is positive. Okay, remember that one. If chain is too long, the whatever the measured distance will be less. Okay, then the whatever the error will be there, it is negative, means our recorded distance will be lesser value. So that's why we are taking the error is negative. So for correction that one, we have to add the with respect to error. That way correction is, it is positive. Similarly, if it is chain is too short, same vice versa. If chain is too short, the whatever the measured distance will be more, the error will be here, it is positive, and the whatever the correction is there, it is negative. Okay, remember that one. If chain is too long, the distance will be lesser value and error will be negative and correction is positive. Similarly, if chain is too short, the whatever the measured distance will be large or more actual length of the line, then the whatever the error will be considered as a positive, then our correction is negative. Okay, next we discuss about the what are the formulas are there. Okay, so that you have to assume that capital L is equal to true or designated length of the chain or tape. Similarly, L dash is equal to incorrect length of the chain or tape is used in the survey. Okay, L is capital L means it is True length, maybe it is the whatever the actual length of the chain is there, maybe it will be 30 meter or 20 meter, like that. Then L dash means it is, maybe it will be, chain length will be more than 20 meter or lesser than the 20 meter. Okay, then first formula, that is correction to measured length. So here you have to assume that small L dash is measured length of the chain, then small l is there, it is actual or true length of the line. Okay, capital L is, it is related to the instrument, and this small l and small l dash will be related to the length of the line here. Then our formula will be true length of a line, that is equal to measured length of a line multiplied by L dash divided by L. You can write like this: small l is equal to L dash, small l dash into bracket of capital L dash divided by L. Then bracket complete. Okay, this is the correction for the measured length. Suppose you have measured the area. In that condition, the whatever chain or tape is incorrect length of the or true length of a chain or tape. In that condition also we can apply the correction for the area by using this formula. Here also same, A dash is measured area of the ground, A is the actual or true area of the ground. The formula is true area is equal to measured area multiplied by L dash by L whole square. So you can write like this: A is equal to A dash into bracket of L dash divided by L, actually it is L. Okay, this one is L whole square. Also you can use the formula like this, that is A is equal to A dash into bracket of 1 plus 2E. Here E is equal to delta L divided by L. Here delta L is equal to error in the length of a chain. Okay. Similarly, if I have calculated the volume, we can use this formula, that is V is equal to V dash into bracket of L dash divided by, again it is L only. Okay, that is whole cube. So here also same, you can use the one more alternative formula, that is V is equal to V dash into bracket of 1 plus 3E. Here also same, E is equal to delta L divided by L. Here delta L is equal to error in length of a chain. Okay, just you have to remember the formulas. By using that one, you have to solve the some problems. So first problem, okay, very simple problems are there. Directly you are using that formulas only. Okay, first one, the length of a line measured with a 20 meter chain was found to be 100 meters. Calculate the true length of a line if the chain was 10 centimeter too long. Okay, they are using the 20 meter chain. Then by using that 20 meter chain, they have measured the distances in between the points. The whatever distance is, how much it is? It is 100 meters. Then you have to calculate what is the true length of that line if the chain was, it is 10 centimeter too long. Okay, just observe here. Okay, initially this is 0 point, starting point of the survey work. So here they have measured the, initially it is 20 meter chain. Along the line they have measured, then the length of that line is 100 meter. Okay, at the end of the work, after measuring the 100 meter, they have come to know that the whatever 20 meter is there, it is not a 20 meter, it is 10 centimeter too long. Too long means what? The whatever chain is there, it is longer than the actual length of the chain, that is 20 meter. So the whatever the measurement of a 100 meter length, it is measured with the chain length is 20. Okay, 20 plus the error in meter I am written here 0.10 meter, add that one, that is 20.10 meters. Okay, this is your this is our incorrect length of the chain. This is true length of a chain. Okay, here if the too long, the measured length will be less or shorter, so our error is negative, correction is positive. How it is, just observe here. Okay, this is our chain. So they have measured the first 20 meter, okay, like this, but you are reading at that is 20 meter here. Okay, by using a this chain, we are measuring the with respect to first chain length, that is these 2 points, that length is we are reading the 20 meter, but the whatever the chain is there, it is 10 centimeter too long, means our actual length of the chain is 20.10, but you are reading the at that this point it is 20 meter, but it is wrong. You have to read it is equal to the 20.10 meters. Clear? So actual our 20 meter length will be coming here at this point. So the whatever the 10 centimeter or 0.1 meter is there, it is error. At this point we are reading the 20 meter, but actually in the field it is equal to the 20.10 meters. The whatever this 10.1 meter is there, you have to distribute the all the chain length. How it is, just observe here. So actually what will happen, this is starting point, this is at this point it is 0. They have measured the first chain length. At this point our length will be 20.10 meters. Okay, similarly next chain length from this point to this point, again the length of the chain is now it is 20 plus 20 plus 0.1 for this chain length, 0.1 for the distance, so that is 40.20 meters. Similarly next chain length it is 60.3 meters, then next 80.30. Similarly, so all continue up to 100 meters. So our actual length of these two lines, these 2 points, that is for example this is A point and this is B point, the length of that line will be it is equal to 100.50 meters. Okay, I solved by using these animations. So actual our formal solution is like this. We can write that one directly. We can use that one. Incorrect length of the chain, that is L dash is equal to 20 plus 10 divided by 100, that is equal to 20.10 meters. Same, the whatever the 20 is there, it is 10 centimeter error is there, that is divided by 100, that will be in terms of meter. We'll get the L dash is equal to 20.10 meter. Here measured length is L dash, it is incorrect length because the whatever the chain is there, it is too long, so L dash small l dash is equal to 100 meters. Then our formula is, you know that L is equal to L dash into bracket of capital L dash divided by L, put up the with respect to value, that is L dash is 100 meter, then capital L dash is equal to 20.10, then small l is capital L is equal to, it is true length of a chain, put up the with respect to values like this, then we'll get the 100.50 meters. Okay, this is our accurate length of the with respect to points. Okay, so just remember that one. If chain is too long, distance is less and error is negative and correction is positive. Similarly, if chain is too short, distance is more, error is positive and correction is negative. Okay, for this one you have to remember the previous slide. Okay, next I will solve the one more problem. Example number 2. The length of a survey line was measured with a 20-meter chain was found to be equal to the 1200 meters. As a check, the length was again measured with a 20-meter chain was found to be length is 1212 meters. On comparing the 20-meter chain with the test gauge, it was found to be 1 decimeter too long. So find the actual length of the 25-meter chain is used. Read the problem. Okay, what they have given. Initially, they have measured the distance between the points by using a 20-meter chain. Then they have found out that it is 1200 meters. The same length or same line is measured with a 25-meter chain. Then it is found that the length of that line is 1212 meters. Now after that they are testing the 20-meter chain. That 20-meter chain is found to be 1 decimeter too long. Okay. Now we have to find out the what is the actual length of the our 25-meter chain. Means we have to find out the what is the true length of a 25-meter chain. Okay. Solution here. First we have to find out the true length of a line, because 20 meter it is error in the 1 decimeter. Okay, 1 decimeter means it is 10 centimeter, that is you can convert into in terms of meters. So we have to find out the incorrect length of the chain, that is L dash is equal to 20 plus 0.10, that is equal to 20.10 meters. Okay, here small L dash, that is incorrect length of the line, that is 1200 meters. Then capital L is 20 meter actual length of a line, actual length of a chain. So by using a formula we can put up the with respect to values L dash, capital L dash, then capital L. Put up the with respect to value, simplify this one, we'll get the actual length of a line, that is how much it is 1206 meters. So if you know the actual length of a line, then the whatever the length is measured here, that is 1212 meter by using a 25 meter, it is also incorrect length of a line. Okay, then also you know that the whatever the 25 meter is there, by observing this length, the 25 meter length chain will be, it is also some error will be there. So second part of the same problem with a 20 meter chain used, again same formula. Here we know the small l, L dash is how much it is, that is measured length by using a 25 meter, that is 1212 meters. Put up with respect to values like this. Okay, here the chain length is 25 meters, remember that one. Okay, so simplify this one, we'll get the L dash is equal to like this, that is 1206 multiplied by 25 divided by 1212. Simplify this one, we'll get the L dash is equal to 24.88 meters. Okay, 24.88 meters means what? It is lesser than the 25 meter chain. It is the whatever the actual length of the 25 meter chain will be, it is too short. So actual error in the 25 meter chain is, it is 12 centimeter too short. How it is came? It is difference of the 25 meter minus 25 meter, so 24.88 meters, will get the 0.12 meter. In terms of centimeter, this one it is equal to the 1212 centimeter.